Okay, so something very cool just showed up. Yes! Awesome. Sweet. What do you think, Whiskey?
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Matt Greer Music Channel. I am your host, Matt, and I am super excited today to tell you about this guy, the Akai MPC 2000 XL. Now, if you are a fan of hip-hop, a fan of beat making, music making, electronic music gear at all, you probably already know about this. It is a certifiable classic, having been used on many hits on the radio and by producers all over the world for decades, really. So I'm really excited to get into this and tell you what I like about it, make some music with it, and basically just kind of geek out. But before we get into the device, I need to tell you how I got my hands on it, because that is today's sponsor, Buy or Borrow Music.
So if you're like me, you know the world of music hardware can get kind of overwhelming. There's a million options out there. We're spoiled for choice. You probably troll YouTube and Instagram and the synth Facebook groups and all of that kinds of stuff. And there's a million different products coming at you. It's hard to decide what you should maybe invest your time and money in when you want to build a studio. Well, there's a new company that can actually help you out there. It's a really innovative new platform called Buy or Borrow Music. And what they can do is help you discover the sound that you need. Literally, it's in the name what they do. You can either purchase music gear from them, or you can borrow it for a fraction of the cost of what it would cost to buy new. Buy or Borrow Music can actually help you find the sound that you're looking for. They offer vintage equipment, innovative guitar pedals, recording equipment, high-end microphones, synthesizers, samplers, anything that you could use for a home studio or recording project. They can let you borrow those things for a fraction of what the cost would be brand new to buy. So try things out, find your sound, and don't come huge out of pocket in the process of doing so. They offer 3 tiers of membership: Opener, Pro, or Headliner. This is the welcome box that you'll get if you choose to be a Headliner member. So borrowing equipment is super easy. All you have to do is become a member on buyOrBorrowMusic.com. You can browse through their extensive list of products, select the ones that you want. They'll send it to you with a prepaid return mailing label, and then you will send that back on the day designated on the label. They'll also send you email reminders and things so that you don't go over on time, and that way you won't be subject to bad rep or potential late fees, that kind of thing. Also, if you happen to get something that you really love, congratulations, you found something that works. You do have the option to purchase that product directly from them and not send it back at all, which is great. In addition, if you just want to purchase things outright, either brand new or used on the website, they'll sell you those gears as well. So there's plenty of options for you to find your sound through Buy or Borrow Music. Really, it's all up to you, and it's all about flexibility. Buy or Borrow Music is going to give you the opportunity to find your sound without having to fully commit tons of money into gear that may not end up working for you. So it's a great thing. I urge you to try it out. There's a link in my description. If you choose to join, I have an affiliate link there. Helps us both out. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I thought it'd be fun to do a little unboxing here. This is the welcome box that you get as a Headliner level member with Buy or Borrow Music. And this is literally the first time I'm opening it, so we're gonna find out what's in here together. Now, I know one thing that's in here because it's a piece of gear that they're letting me borrow, but there's some other things. There's some swag that they give you as a member, so let's take a look. Ooh, that's nice. That's good looking packaging right there. I love the colors. This sticker kind of on the tissue paper, that's a nice touch. So let's just kind of take that apart. Oh, cool. This is like a foldable Frisbee, I think. That's pretty neat. Something to throw in a backpack, take it with you to the park, play with the dog. Awesome, okay. Cool, little Frisbee. All right, looks like a t-shirt here. Very nice, very nice. It is my color preference and size. I'm told they're going to ask their members questions about their preferences, so that things they'll send you will be relevant to your interests. What do we got here? Oh, very cool. All right, a bottle opener, some stickers. Great. Now this is the thing that I knew was coming. This was another piece of gear that they're letting me borrow, and it's the Novation Circuit. Let's take it out of, wow, they really packaged it quite carefully. That's good. I mean, if they're going to be sending electronic music gear, you want to make sure it's taken care of, right? I hate to tear it up, but let's take a look here. Ah, yes, the good old Novation circuit. Now, those of you who watch my channel for a while, you'll know that I used to have one of these and I really quite loved it. I ended up selling it for something which I don't remember what now, but I've missed it. So it's great that I can get my hands on this again, kind of dive in and play with one of these again, because I really have missed that device. What else is in here? Okay, so there's the MIDI breakout accessories that go with the circuit. Let's look through some packaging here. Tissue paper. What else we got? I think this is, that's just packaging to keep it protected. And I think we've got there's the power supply right there. Perfect. Okay, and that's it. And again, a nice looking box. Love the colors. Very cool. Very cool. This is such a unique service, and something definitely I could see a lot of musicians enjoying the opportunity, because now you can decide if you like something without spending all your money on it. You can just rent it for a while, or if you need something just for a short period of time, maybe like a really high quality microphone for a project. You know, good mics can cost $20,000, so maybe you might want to just rent that and then return it, so you're not out a ton of money. Very cool though. Got some toys, got some music here, got a great package that it all came in. Neat.
So the Akai MPC 2000 XL was released in the year 2000. Imagine that. It is approximately 4 inches tall, 13 inches long, and 16 inches wide. It weighs about 12.5 pounds, and it is a hefty slab of steel. This particular unit still has the disk drive on the front. This unit also comes with a SCSI CD drive, which has tons of samples and can also be used for storage. On the back of the unit, you have the headphone output, the stereo right and left outputs, the stereo inputs right and left, 2 MIDI out ports, 2 MIDI in ports, and the SMP out and in, the SCSI drive port, as well as the power port. You can see below that there is an optional expansion for this board that'll give you 8 assignable outputs and digital out and in. A nice feature to have. Alright, so talking about it's all well and good, but let's actually make some music with this thing. So real quick, I'll just familiarize you with the layout. Obviously, you've got these this grid of pads here. That's probably the most iconic thing about any MPC, and a design cue that's carried through pretty much all of them. Also the jog wheel, the cursor, this numeric input, all of those things, very MPC-like. The function buttons here that correspond to different things on the screen. Down here you have your timeline controls, so you can go to different steps in your sequence, different bars, that kind of thing. Here's where you would record or overdub things that you play to the sequencer. And over here you would use the shift and these corresponding numeric buttons to get into different functions, like going into sampler mode, that kind of thing. Over here, here's your full level, so you can adjust your velocity of your pads. So I got, that's with the full level turned off. Turn it back on. See, it just stays the same the whole time. This is also where you've got your 16 level button. So I can turn that on, and I can use 16 level for either velocity. So let's try that first. Go set it to velocity. I'm going to do this one, turn it on, and I can go. You get the idea. It goes from quieter to louder. Let's try it again. Let's turn 16 level off. Let's go in here, change this to note variation. And I'm going to apply that to this sound right here. Let's turn it on. And now that turns the sample that's in there into a chromatic kind of keyboard sort of thing. So I can... Pretty neat. All that stuff's basic MPC stuff from way back in the day. And you can see it's just very easy for me to jump from function to function, doing exactly what I need. There, I'll go ahead and pause and tell you that there's not a lot more to it than that. There's the sequencer, there's assigning samples to pads, there's some parameters that you can edit on the samples like filter
there's an envelope for attack, decay, that kind of stuff. There's no effects on this one. It is optional as an expansion board. This particular unit does not have it. Not a big deal though, because I like to do my sound design before I sample. So something like this, my Electron, I can add effects there and sample those effects in with the sound when I sample. I'll also mention that if you decide that you want to borrow this from Borrow Music, they will include the SCSI drive. There's a disc in there with just a bajillion samples on it. Drums, melodic sounds, just thousands and thousands of them. So you will have plenty to make music with right out of the box. Me, though, I'm into sound design. I want to use my own sounds, so that's what I've been doing today. Let's see. Let's find... All right, so real quick, I'm going to show you how to sample on this thing. I'm going to put this on somewhere on the D bank. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record. I'm going to play a sound. Wait for that reverb to end. Boop. It's going to ask me where I want to assign it. I'm going to assign it to pad D13. It'll put that on the screen. I can play it if I want. Yep. Keep. And that's it. I mean, so easy to capture sounds right on the fly. It's very, very fluid in terms of workflow. So with that, let's make a beat for a second, I guess. We'll do it at 120 BPM. That's the default. The default is 2 bars. That's fine for demonstration purposes. And let's just start. It'll do a 4 count to lead into the sequence, and then we can start recording right away. Okay, got my beat going right away, very, very easily. Now I'm gonna go. Let's add some bass here. Got this sort of chiptune bass sound right there. I'm gonna go in and add note variation to that. Turn that on so I can. Let's see. Let's play it a little bit and see if we can come up with a little pattern of notes here that we like. That works for me. Overdub. Now, I want to go to another musical element. I want to go over here to that sound. The only thing that is kind of annoying, I guess, is that if you want to change to a different sound and turn on note variation, you have to actually stop the sequencer. Actually, to turn on the 16 level at all or off, you have to stop the sequencer to be able to do it. But it's not really the end of the day, is it? I mean, I could only see that maybe being a problem if you're trying to perform live and like play in a beat from scratch live and you want to jump to a new sound to add melodic elements. Might be annoying, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. This really is more of a production center. I mean, it says it right there. So, yeah, not really a thing, but it's worth mentioning. All right, so, yeah, let's lay down another little sound here. Overdub, play, start. All right, now I've got... Let's do something melodic to that.
Yeah, that'll work. All right. And you can just do that all day long. And the great thing is that after your pattern is playing, you can go into all of those different samples and tweak them and mix them and adjust the pan and the level and all of those things. Here, I'll show you real quick. So let's turn that off so it knows it's dealing with that. Go to the beginning. All right, I'm going to go into the mixer. I can adjust the pan. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit so you can hear it better. Or I can go into program. We can mess with the same sound here, and I can mess with the filter. So, lots of ways that you can tweak, mix, and set the pan for all the different sounds. You can use the filter sort of like an EQ, at least to roll off your highs. And yeah, man, I mean, just really quickly get a beat going and then just fiddle with it and fiddle with it and fiddle with it. And it's just so easy and it sounds so good. I feel like these older MPCs just have this sort of magic where they make sounds that you put into it sound better coming back out the other side. So yeah, it's just something really, really enjoyable about working with this. I can't quite describe how the simplicity just connects with me, but really dig it. I really do. So yeah, MPC 2000 XL, I definitely see what the fuss is about. I can see why these have such a tried and true and loyal fan base. Folks been rocking these for 20 years and don't really have any intention of stopping. I get it. So yeah, that's my my quick overview and review of the MPC 2000 XL, a true classic that I think any studio would be better for having one. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions in the comments. I'll try to answer those. And you guys have a good day.